Welcome back. We appreciate you sticking with us here on the Roundtable program for this Sunday. Hard to believe we are already almost at 2013. Important for Lucas County dog owners out there to get their dog licensed. Important every year, $25 fee to do so. Julie Lyle, dog warden for Lucas County, here with me along with Carol Contrada and John Brown. We will get into the crux of our conversation. And Julie, as we get into another year, it is important, it is imperative for dog owners to do this. Why?
Absolutely. Well, number one is the law. But number two, so that you can keep your dog safe. If the dog gets loose and it's wearing a dog license, we bring it back to you. We will track you down at work. We will meet you in the parking lot, whatever it takes to get the dog back home to you. And if the dog does not have a dog license on, we can't identify them. So they have to come into the pound, and then you have to pay fees, and the dog has an extended stay, and they can be stressed by that. Mm-hmm. You know, it's better for everybody. It's better for the community at large for these dogs to get back home safely. People can also actually look them up online now. So if you found a dog and it was after hours or something, rather than having to deal with the police or waiting overnight or something, you can go online and look up the dog license number and contact the owner directly.
Okay, and obviously we were talking before we came back, the stray issue, when you don't have a licensed dog or one's just kind of wandering out there, is that a problem right now in Lucas County? You said you're targeting it every day.
Yeah, sure, we're out there every day picking up dogs that are stray or dogs that people have found. You know, there's not a huge feral dog population or anything, dogs that live out there in the wild, but things happen. You know, 2-year-olds open the door and whoops, there goes Fido. Yeah. Meter readers open the gates and don't close them. Things happen that dogs get out accidentally.
One of the things that you've really made sure since you became warden was that there's good education out there trying to talk to Lucas County residents as far as not only ownership is concerned, but John Brown is here with us. You're kind of heading up the education part of all of this and getting the word out there. One of the things I was interested in is just when you come upon a stray, is there that education that needs to be had by people out in Lucas County of what to do, not to overreact, that kind of thing?
Yeah, of course, especially with children, you know, that's our big focus because they're the main victims of dog bites. So teaching kids how to react when they do see a stray dog or a loose dog, or even an excited dog at their own house, or a dog they just might be scared of. Mm-hmm. Teaching them to be calm and act in certain ways can help keep them safe. Obviously, a lot of dogs out there aren't going to be trained not to go after, you know, kids, you know, jump on them and just, you know, have some fun. But right. The kids can help keep themselves safe. So that's who we're trying to reach because, like I said, they're the biggest victims of dog bites.
And one of the things you said also, you said that most of the times if there is an incident, it's a dog that a neighbor knows.
Right. Sure, it's the dog that the child is familiar with. It's not, you know, a scary Cujo from down the street. Yeah. It's grandma's dog.
Has it been relatively quiet? It seems, from a media perspective, it seems relatively quiet as of late. As far there was this uproar about pit bull ownership and all of that, but are you finding it's been kind of a relatively good year, 2012?
Sure. You know, a lot of things have changed in 2012. So the law changed back in May. There was no longer any breed-specific legislation on a state level, so that has allowed us to put pit bulls up for adoption. You know, a lot of things are changing at the dog warden's office. So we're still in flux, but we're moving in a good direction. Right. And we made a lot of positive changes this year.
Carol Contrada joining us, Lucas County Commissioner as well. We wanted to get, I'll have one of our great staff members to get a shot of this if we can. Josie, talk to me about this little emblem right here. Okay, we'll put it over to Anna's camera there. Talk to me about this. What we have here and why people are going to see a lot of this around in 2013.
Well, in conjunction with the Lucas County Auditor's Office, the dog warden and the auditor have come up with a Lucas County Loves Dogs campaign. This is the second year that we've rolled it out. It's directly connected to licensing dogs. Mm-hmm. And Julie's absolutely right. The first and most important thing you can do is license your dog. But when you license your dog, you will get a key fob that has that logo, and there are different vendors throughout Lucas County that will honor that key fob with discounts and so forth. Not always connected specifically with dog food discounts.
Really?
It might be something else such as carpet cleaning.
No kidding.
Yes, yes. So
really, it's just this random like needle in a haystack. You may walk in, somebody, hey, look at that.
On the Lucas County Loves Dogs website is a list of all the vendors who are participating in this program. So if you avail yourselves of these discounts, eventually the license does pay for itself.
Who came up with this?
This came from from Anita Lopez, the Lucas County Auditor, in conjunction with our dog warden, Julie Lyle. And really great work.
And businesses places out there have been very responsive,
Yes, they
obviously.
have. Yes, they have.
You and I talked before we came on as far as that $20 fee out there. That is something that has stayed unchanged for Lucas County residents.
It's $25. It's been $25 for a number of years. And in fact, of the major urban counties in Ohio, Lucas County has one of the highest licensing rates. We're very proud of that. Just under 60% of our dogs are licensed in Lucas County, about 58%. We'd like to hit 100%.
Sure.
We would like all dogs to be licensed. That's how you keep your dog safe. That's how you keep the community safe, and it is the law.
Is it tough keeping that? Obviously, we've done economy stories rampant for the last couple of years. Is it tough keeping a fee like that at bay, I guess?
It is. We just completed last week an analysis and audit of all the fees and costs at the Lucas County Dog Warden's office, and took a look at some of the other fees, and we've kept the licensing fee the same because that is what's most important. That is a safety issue, and it is the law. However, we looked at some of the other fees that we're charging. We did raise some fees. In particular, it costs about $18 to $20 a day to feed and take care of a dog when they come into Julie's care.
Yeah.
And we were charging $1.50 a day. So we raised that fee to $15 the first day, $10 the second day, and then $8 the third. It still doesn't cover the costs of housing a dog if you should pick up a stray dog.
Yeah.
However, we wanted to balance the cost with encouraging people to come redeem their dogs.
Sure.
And we also have raised the adoption fee. However, we built in an opportunity, and I know you've had a lot of adoption events, where you will have special events where the adoption fees will be reduced. But dog license fees are the same at $25.
Julie, I wanted to, before we get to go to our next break, I wanted to talk a little bit, you wanted to talk about Cuties Fund and what that is and what it's all about.
Yeah. Basically, it's named after a little chihuahua that came to us in the middle of the night with a severe medical emergency. And we were able to treat her, but at a significant expense.
This is the graphic that everybody's familiar
That's
with.
Cutie, yes. So basically, it cost us probably about $1,400 out of pocket, in addition to the care that we provide at the shelter with our own veterinarian, to save her life. And I kind of put that out there to the community. Look, I feel it's really valuable to save the lives of these dogs. Do you feel that it's valuable as well? And if you do, help us to do that.
Yeah.
Because we can't afford to spend $1,400 on every dog that comes in injured in the budget that we have. The community has shown us enormous support. The blocks gave us an initial donation of $5,000. And the community has actually raised over $15,000 to add to that so far. So that's really amazing, and we're really thankful for the support of the community.
How, I guess, is it being used at this point to the level that you're happy with?
Sure, we just never know what we're going to get any day, So we might go several weeks without any significant illnesses or injuries, and we'll just be happy for that.
Yeah.
And then we get in, the first dog that we treated with Cuties Fund was a puppy about 3 months old, and she had a severely broken leg.
Yeah.
So she needed an operation, she needed plates put in her leg, not something we would have normally been able to do, and we were able to help her.
John, in a couple of days, we may have some presents opened up. They may have 4 legs. What is the most important thing if you were to put out there for new owners? Especially with kids.
Well, it really relates back to the first segment you had today about raising kids.
Yeah.
It's the same with dogs. Management and supervision. If you let your kids raise themselves, they often end up in jail.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with dogs. You let them raise themselves, they're going to end up down with us at the pound. So you've got to manage and supervise your dogs and teach them what you want them to learn.
Okay.
Don't let them try to figure it out on their own. They're going to be dogs.
All of you, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
We'll be right back right after this.